Yeah, good morning. We'll discuss about RPA, a robotic process overview. Today we'll discuss about what is RPA and organizations to proceed with RPA. So, what is the difference between robotic process automation and traditional automation, right? Then, how the RPA evolution has done, and what are the key challenges in implementing automation? And then we'll discuss about front office robots, back office robots. Then come forward, that is assisted automation and unassisted automation. What is the difference between these two? The other one is RPA tool selection and technology assessment. Means in RPA we have different tools. In robotic process automation we have different tools like automation where Blue Prism, UiPath, WorkFusion. There are different types of tools are there. Then how can we select the tool? Okay, for which sector it will be comfortable to automate. So based upon that we'll select the automation tool. And what is Blue Prism RPA? What is means Blue Prism robotic process automation. Then what is Blue Prism? What is architecture of Blue Prism? And Blue Prism user interface. So what is Process Studio? And a proof of concept on Blue Prism, pros and cons of RPA. Next one is robotic process automation. Here, what is robotic process automation? Simply mimic the actions performed by humans. It comes under areas of RPA development, bring RPA into organization. So, what is RPA? In the definition point of view is RPA is a feature of intelligent process automation that describes logic-driven robots executing pre-programmed rules on mostly structured data. And RPA takes productivity optimization to the next level by redefining work and reassigning employees to execute higher value activities. Here the employees are most an asset to the organization. So instead of repetitive work, they are assigning to the higher value activities. And higher value activities which comes under logical thinking. Okay, some process bots are capable of independently performing simple human-like functions such as interpreting, deciding, acting, and learning. So here robots means or computer coded software enable the automation of repetitive rules based processes and mimic interactions of users, work across functions and applications. Here, what are the capabilities of robot is automated data entry, multi-system integration, repetitive task, process reconciliation, data validation or quality, processing simple business rules. So, what are the various fields we have which RPA comes under? Here is portfolio management, that is portfolio investment accounting, portfolio client reporting, trading, that is equity, arbitrage modeling, trade execution, and post trade processing, clearing and settlements, reconciliation and accounting, and trade support and MI, that is analytics and reporting services, and also in trade backing office like fund services, product control. These are the various processes where we can implement automation, that is like loan processing, credit card approval, service desk, rewards management, collection and recovery, and channel service delivery, where the customer service, complaints handling, product advertising. These are the various things, okay, various fields we can automate. And also comes under wealth management. And there also we can implement this automation in product management research, risk management, counter fraud, regulatory compliance, and common banking process like credit decision making, approval management, payments. In payments we have transaction processing and confirmation compliance. There we can use automation. So here organizations to proceed with RPA always make sure of error-free results, which mean no wastage of time. Means 100% accuracy will get it. Of course, time is money in the present scenario. So organization need not worry about paying extreme attention to quality verification and testing the results again and again. Also, it needs a less human interface, which always makes sure of no conflicts. Means if you example we have 10,000 processes, if a human perform the task, means maybe there may be a bit of a complication issues will get it right. So but if you do it in a automation anywhere through automation anywhere software, will guarantee you 100% accuracy and fast operations. Moreover, for organizations, it is only one-time investment. Means once we can invest means the results are forever. That is in a robotic process automation tool. We'll get it. We'll get that benefit from RPA. So what is the difference between RPA and traditional automation? The choice of language, the coding language, ease of usage and debugging, interrogation techniques, scalability, system requirements. OCR means optical character recognition and cognitive support, etc. So uneven playing field of automation IT. So if you go for manual thing means we have managing others, applying expertise, stakeholder interactions, unpredictable physical work, data collection, data processing, predictable physical work. These are the various things, right? So if you go for RPA means here it contains rules based engine fit, so everything is rules based. Once we design some code based upon the rules, automatically it will perform the operations. So what is the difference between this robotic process automation and traditional process automation, and how RPA is evolved is RPA 1.0 assisted RPA. Here we have objective is improving worker productivity, and the deployment is workers desktop, right? Limitations is partial automation, difficult to scale. That is in RPA 1.0. That is assisted RPA. That's why we call as assisted RPA. Means we need to give some support for that. But RPA 2.0, that is unassisted RPA, means objective is end-to-end automation, scalable virtual workers. Here deployment is we can done in server VMs. Features is work orchestration, scheduling, queuing, and centralized robot management, robot performance analytics. Limitations. So what are the limitations is manual control and management of robots, managing screen and system changes. These are the various limitations we have in 2.0. But it comes under RPA 3.0, that is autonomous RPA. Means here objective is end-to-end automation, scalable, flexible, virtual workforce. So deployment is cloud and SaaS, that is VMs. So what are the features is auto scaling, dynamic load balancing, context awareness, advanced analytics and workflows. Here limitations is we are processing unstructured data in RPA 3.0, that is autonomous RPA. Comes under next one is RPA 4.0, that is cognitive RPA, robotic process automation. So in cognitive, we'll implement artificial intelligence technologies including machine learning, natural language processing, NLP to enable processing of unstructured data, predictive and prescriptive analytics, automation of tasks that involve judgment. These are the various things implemented in RPA 4.0 cognitive RPA. So what are the challenges we have? Comes under automation strategy. First challenge is automation strategy. So what process should be automated? First of all, we need to analyze it. What process should be automated? So what is a vision, a charter, a roadmap will be required, and measures of success for automation. So first of all, how to identify attractive automation candidates, how to prioritize and justify automation investments with compelling business case. This is the first automation challenge. The other one is technology strategy. Means what is the right RPA technical architecture? So what is the right automation technology solution, and how and when to embrace more advanced automation technologies, that is assisted automation, chatbots, OCR, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then how to build a scalable automation architecture. So this is also the second key challenge. The other one is governance. How do we govern decision making? So what type of governance bodies are required? How should automation investments be funded, and who should have what decision rights, and what are the new roles and responsibilities? This is the third automation challenge, that is governance. The fourth one is people enablement. So how to address people impacts of automation? So what kind of skill sets need to be built in order to support automation? So what should be change management strategy? How do I manage the people impacts of automation or reskill people for new ways of work? The other one is operating model. So how do we operationalize the RPA COE? and how to organize around RPA. Should RPA be a business or IT solution? So what kind of controls need to be put in place around the technology? The other challenge is bot development and support. How do we integrate RPA into our IT ecosystem? So what are the right development methodology and tools and standards for automation? So what do we design for reusability, manage robots as an asset? So how to manage and monitor an RPA development? So these are the six key challenges in robotic process automation. Then the next concept is what is front office robots and back office robots. So front office robot is a front office robot is linked to FTE, means FTE means full time employment, and can be used by the FTE to activate a sub process or an entire process. So why? Means manual and repetitive use cases where FTE involvement are needed during the process. So who can use this? It is service desk, call centers, key accounts, control towers. So works for the same desktop as a human user, can be triggered only from the local machine manually by a human action, and cannot be controlled remotely, that is run or scheduled. So what is back office robots? Back office robot is not linked to a full-time employment, that is FTE. It runs independently of any human interaction. So why this back office robots is creation of bookings, claims, settlements, etc., and rules-based task of process, gluing and plumbing between IT applications. Who can use this application is order management, financial, IT, HR, shared service centers. So works can be triggered remotely directly from the server, typically via a schedule that checks folder, webmail, etc. So these are the back office robot applications where we can use this. And what is the difference between assisted and unassisted? So assisted automation means, again, what is the technical description is automated process triggered by human agents across multiple applications using a desktop interface. So what are the benefits? Complex processes can be replaced with a single mouse clicks, reducing the time it takes to train an agent. Average handling times can be reduced, resulting in savings and improved customer experience. So what are the drawbacks in assisted automation is inconsistency of desktop environments can slow down completion times. So these are the various things that are comes under assisted automation. So simple explanation is assisted automation is okay. Inconsistency of desktop environments can slow down the completion times. Inconsistency of desktop environments can slow down completion times. So what is unassisted automation is automated processes that run on machines without needing human control. So what are the benefits? Robots can operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, only alerting an employee when something goes wrong. An application can be automated to perform on par with specially tailored business systems. So what are the drawbacks is structure as digital information and clearly defined rules are required to minimize the human intervention. Next one is the factors of tool selection, technology justification, that is technology assessment, commercial assessment, scalability, rapid development and deployment, control management or security, queuing, license pricing, market reach and partnership models. Prism, Automation Anywhere, UiPath, Pega Robotics and Nice Tool. So what is Blue Prism robotic automation is? Robotic automation implies process automations where computer software drives existing enterprise application software in the same way that a user does. So automation is a gadget or stage that operates other application software through the existing application UI. So what is Blue Prism? Blue Prism is one of the robotic process automation tools. Blue Prism is a set of tools, libraries, runtime environments for RPA. So what is and what is architecture of Blue Prism? So here we have business logic, user interface, visual business object, VBO, process studio, Blue Prism process, Blue Prism database, control room, and system manager. These are the just architecture of Blue Prism. Then look at the interface. What are the components we have in user interfaces? Home, studio, control, dashboard, releases, system. These are the various menus we have in Blue Prism. So here we have in control, we have session management, queue management, active queues, scheduler, timetable, schedules, retired schedules. So these are the various things we have. Next, what is process studio? A blue prism process is created as a diagram that looks like a business flow diagram. Processes are created in a zone of blue prism named process studio. Uses standard flow diagram, symbols and notations. So what are the pros and cons of RPA? So what are the pros and cons of RPA? Benefits is include error-free outcomes, faster operations, less human interference, high profits, less monitoring on the other side. So what are the drawbacks is it is not okay, it is not all the organizations can afford in the same at the initial stage. All tasks depend upon each other. Interruption of one can largely affect all other subtasks. There is one biggest issue which is there with RPA approach. From POC, which one of the leading BPO providers. Here we have sales representative send order, agent enter order in robot queue, read robot, fetch data from different systems, get customer, get quote, check duplicate. Then we have agent reviews data, write robot, write process, create code, create order, cancel order, and agent handles exception. Yes, it is exception. If we get an exception, what will happen? If not, if we don't get an exception, what is other step? So here we will update the system. Finally, if it is no miss, it goes to the end. So this is one of the POC concept. And the other thing is, okay, yeah, fine. Thank you for your attention for listening the entire seminar. Thank you.